Kira Light, 18, a laborer from Nerney Village, Currentine Berbice; Emmanuel Davis, 20, a laborer from Limlare Village, Currentine Berbice; and Nelson Bristol, 26, a laborer from Kildonan Village, Currentine Berbice, appeared at the number 51 Magistrates Court before Magistrate Tawana Hardy on Wednesday, April 30th, 2025. Light, Davis, and Bristol were arrested and jointly charged with acts of terrorism that occurred on Tuesday, April 29th on Kildonan Public Road, Currentine Berbice. The three men were not required to plea, and during the court proceedings, bail was refused. Magistrate Hardy subsequently remanded them to prison. The matter was adjourned to May 21st, 2025, and the case was transferred to the Wim Magistrates Court. Junior David, 22, a fisherman from Rampur, Curvaton, Berbice, was arrested on Monday, April 28, 2025 for acts of terrorism that occurred in Dukestown, Curvaton, Berbice. He appeared before Magistrate Tawana Hardy at the Wim Magistrates Court on May 2nd, 2025, where the charge was read to him. He was not required to plea and bail was refused. The case was postponed to May 22nd and transferred to the Springlands Magistrates Court. Two 17-year-olds were also arrested. The first, a laborer from Alness Village, Currentine Berbice, was arrested on April 30th for acts of terrorism that occurred on April 29th at Alness Public Road, Currentine Berbice. He appeared at the Wim Magistrates Court before Magistrate Tawana Hardy on May 2nd, where the information was sworn by the police, but the charge was not read due to his age. He was sent into the care and custody of his grandmother. The second 17-year-old, a laborer from Kildonan Village, Currentine Berbice, was also arrested on April 30th for acts of terrorism that occurred on April 29th at Kildonan Public Road, Currentine Berbice. He similarly appeared at the Wim Magistrates Court before Magistrate Tawana Hardy on May 2nd, where the information was sworn by the police, but the charge was not read because of his age. He was sent into the care of his older brother. The case was adjourned to June 6th. Tilawati Singh, also known as Angela, 47, a livestock farmer from Lot 4, Ankerville, Portman, Currentine Berbice, was arrested on May 1st, 2025 for using a computer system to incite a terrorist act that occurred on April 28 in Ankerville, Portman, Currentine Berbice. Tilawati appeared at the Wim Magistrates Court before Magistrate Hardy, where she was not required to plea. Bail was refused and she was remanded to prison. Following the disappearance and the subsequent discovery of 11-year-old Ariana Young's body from the AA Hotel pool in Tushen, Essequibo, many residents across the country have been blocking roadways and setting fires in their calls for justice for the child. Although an autopsy conducted on Monday, April 28, 2025 revealed that she died from drowning, protests have continued with citizens resorting to violence and attacking innocent people. President Irfaan Ali has reiterated his plea for calm and the maintenance of peace and order, warning that those engaged in illegal activities will face the full consequences of the law. Reporting for the LRTVS News Watch, I am Leroy Van Der Stoep.